Well, hello there. It's my pleasure to bring you the most recent update for the City of Belleville as we deal with this COVID-19 virus outbreak. Again, I want to thank YourTV for being the terrific community partner that they are. They have given us an opportunity to communicate, to let residents know throughout this entire pandemic, and it's very much appreciated, and I think it shows how much they care about our community. At the beginning of this week, the Hastings and Prince Edward Health Unit announced that we've had over 17,575 tests completed in our region, and we've had 44 confirmed cases. We had an actual additional case last week that was confirmed for someone that had traveled outside of the country and came back after being exposed to the coronavirus. That person is under quarantine and is being treated, and we haven't seen any community spread in our region, but it does remind us of the fact that we've got to be careful, not just when we're here, but more importantly, if we ever travel away or if we come in contact with people who have traveled out of our region. Still, our numbers are very good, and I'm very proud of everyone, and congratulations, keep up the good work. But I would also say that we cannot take our foot off the gas when it comes to flattening the curve. We're seeing all over the world some really horrendous results of a second wave, or the fact they never really dealt with the first wave properly. And here in Ontario and most of Canada, and certainly in our region and in the City of Belleville, we have done a fantastic job. So I'm very proud of everybody. Thank you, and keep up the good work. Early this week, the temperatures have cooled a little bit, so they're not quite as hot as they were before, but they will be warm again. We're expecting to see temperatures climb the rest of this week. And so stay tuned to the City of Belleville website at belleville.ca. There is information regarding the Municipal Cooling Center. So that's a room that we operate between 9 a.m. and 5 a.m. on days that it's activated. And it's designed to let people go there and cool down from the really high temperatures. Now, I know that a number of people don't have air conditioning in the City of Belleville, and I really would like to see them use that room. Heat can really be damaging to your health, and I'd ask you to take advantage of it. It's a quiet area where you can go for a little while, sit down, let your temperature cool down. You have access to some water. There's a very nice gentleman by the name of William that works the door there. He'll ask you a couple questions just as you come in. But it's at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center, just off of Canafton Road. You enter on the west side. And for those of you who have transportation, there's plenty of parking there. And for those of you who don't have transportation, I remind you that Belleville Transit runs right up there. And for the month of August, it continues to be free in the City of Belleville, and I'll have some more news on that at the August 10th City Council meeting regarding the timeline for free transit. We had a wonderful weekend. We got some much needed rain, which was fantastic, but we also had some good weather before the rain, and our pop-ups down at Zwick's Park continue to perform very, very well. We've had some additional vendors that have been there. We have another food one in terms of jerkabago, which is a Caribbean jerk-style chicken and pork type of a food offering. It's delicious. And we also, this week on Sunday, had an evening where people could go out in a moonlight paddle on the bay with the folks that are offering that on-water activation system. So encourage you to go out to Zwick's Park, try out all the food and the different vendors, enjoy it. It's nice to do it outside in a socially distanced way, in which we can be very, very careful. Also downtown, our al fresco downtown activity continues to perform very well. Hats off to the Belleville Downtown Improvement Association and Mary Jo and Kelsey, but also Catherine and all the board of the BDIA. They've done a great job, and I'm hearing lots of positive comments. And we're listening. I know a lot of you are suggesting that we want to do this in years in the future when we no longer have COVID. A lot of that will be dependent upon the provincial government changing the rules that they've allowed this summer to go. But so far, from what I understand, all over Ontario, we have found people behaving responsibly, and the provincial government has been very impressed. So hopefully this will be the sign of some things to come in terms of more relaxation. But if you're looking for something to do, the Prismatico display is fantastic. The downtown alfresco event is great. Patios and the sidewalks are fantastic. I invite you to go and support our businesses, and not just in the downtown area, but all across the city. and those particularly that were closed for a period of time. Glanmore National Historic Site is a great place to go when you're looking for things to do in the region. You can go to their website and book time to go on there. They're taking slots for bookings, but they are great. And it was so nice to see people out on the parks and our marinas over the last week and a bit, trying to come out. And again, I see people walking along the Bayshore Trail, giving lots of space, being careful. Keep up that good work. I can't tell you how proud it makes me feel that people are respecting our requests. They're wearing a mask when they go indoors. They're practicing social distancing, and it's terrific. This week, we have an exciting announcement in the sense that we're going to be cutting the ribbon for the new set of traffic lights at the intersection on Bell Boulevard where the Shorelines Casino is. And I know the Shorelines Casino was closed, and people say, well, why are you opening the intersection now while they're closed? Well, they will be open at some point, and we're getting prepared for that. And so the traffic lights will be operating only when they're activated from people coming in and out of the casino. So they'll keep Bell Boulevard moving through that construction zone. But that project has been going so well for us on Bell Boulevard. We're ahead of schedule, and I'll be able to, with Todd Smith and Daryl Cramp and Neil Ellis and potentially Derek Sloan, be able to recognize their financial contribution to the City of Belleville's project and activate those lights on this week on Wednesday. We will have some additional news regarding organized sports in the city, everything from outdoor activities such as soccer, but also some more information about the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center and when we may be able to see some of those activities resume for us. Of course, this is all that we're doing is we're waiting for the province to give us some more specific information regarding the funding assistance they're providing to municipalities on the side of our COVID-19 impact, so the lost revenue, but also some of the extra costs that we've had, and also on transit. And so once we get more news from that, we will be able to plan a lot of other things, including reactivation of our other facilities, such as the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center, which I know so many people are interested in. And lastly, I just want to talk about last week. We had some very exciting news on Thursday morning last week. We got a $75,000 contribution from Our Kids. Our Kids is the current name of the old Medigas Mahar golf tournament, which raised money for a number of parks and playgrounds in the city of Belleville. And last week, they made a contribution of a further $75,000, and that's going to go to an accessible playground, which is going to be by the Field of Ability at the Parkdale community area. And that's going to be wonderful because the Field of Ability is for kids with disabilities so that they can participate and they can enjoy sports like the rest of us. But also having that accessible playground there will be very, very beneficial. It'll allow full families to take advantage of that facility, and we're very, very proud of them. And we thank Randy McFarland and Boyd Sullivan and all of the people that were involved with the Medi Glass Mahar Classic and now Our Kids for their work on that. And then we also opened last week Stanley Park Playground, which was important to me because it's a project that I worked on for about the last 6 years. And whenever I use an example of why people should get involved and run for a local elected office at the municipal level, this is a great example of how you can make a difference. It's much more difficult at the provincial and the federal level. Municipally, you can actually take a project from beginning through the end. And I want to thank the, almost 1,000 residents who responded to a survey to talk about the needs in the east end of Belleville for a playground, and also all the people that were there with us. It certainly makes it feel like I've made a positive impact, and I can look at that and I'm very, very proud, and I appreciate everyone's opportunity. With that, again, I want to thank YourTV for this opportunity to get together and be able to communicate a couple of the things that have been going on in the city of Belleville. I remind you that if you want to get in touch with me, you can through my City of Belleville website, also other members of council. And also we have a YouTube channel where you can watch meetings of council, committee meetings of council, my videos that I use on a little more frequent basis. And we're always here to listen to you, to be able to respond to any concerns or any issues. And I hope you're having a terrific summer as we get into August. And I'll be back with you next week for another update from the City of Belleville. Until then, take care.